All right, okay, I'm telling you. This is Roddy Dangerfield. You're listening to the radio with your host, John Santo. Here he is, the guy with a face for radio, John Santo. Hello, and welcome to the first episode of 2020. This is John Santos, the radio. We're coming to you live from the Strong Island Radio Studios here in beautiful Massapequa. And I have a very special guest co-host this evening. You are going to love her. Her name is...
Liz Gandolfo.
I thought your name was Coastal.
Oh, that's my business.
Oh.
I go by Liz Coastal.
Oh! I wrote Liz Coastal
Keeps
on
a
the
little,
thing.
That's all right. Keeps a little secret, but I just leaked it, so...
So wait a second. Say your last name again. Sounds like Gandolfini.
Sounds like it. Gandolfo. That's actually usually how I tell people to spell it. And I say,
Gandolfo.
drop the "eni" and a "o."
I like it. That's good. See, I even learned something about my co-host on the air.
How about that?
How about that? Well, welcome. This is awesome that you could join us today.
Thank you for having me.
This is the first episode of 2020.
It is.
Huge. That's huge. I'm just checking
Wish
my...
I could tell you I was Barbara Walters.
And this... Do it. You could try. This is Liz...
And this is Liz Gandolfo, and you're watching 2020.
2020.
Is that even what she says?
She said... I think she
Something
said
like
this
that.
is 2020.
This is 20.
Yeah.
This is 2020.
That was a TV show, 2020.
I'll have to call my grandmother and ask her.
She was a huge Barbara Walters fan?
No, she was a primetime TV fan. Got to watch Dateline 2020,
All those shows.
the antique show.
The Antique Show.
Yeah.
I liked Cherry O'Terry's impression of Barbara Walters on SNL. She did a good Barbara Walters. Yeah. She'd make fun of everybody.
That's how it should be.
Absolutely. Speaking of making fun of everybody, last night Golden Globes Ricky Gervais.
How about him?
Wow.
The world needed that.
That was a really cool thing.
Yep.
I really enjoyed that. That was they got a good ass whooping.
Yeah, they did.
The
A little taste of reality.
I thought so, and it was very funny. And
Very funny.
You know what? As a stand-up comedian, people should be able to laugh at things like that. And he just decimated like the PC cancel culture and all.
Yeah.
He went after he didn't care.
He
I like
Lisa
that. I don't
Lampanelli'd
care.
it. Yeah.
He did.
Yep.
He said, I don't care.
Yep. 5 years. Done.
Done.
Good. He shouldn't care. We don't care.
We don't care.
Right? They all think we care. We don't care.
I thought it was incredible. And as someone that knows a lot about a lot of like military and defense topics, all those kinds of topics, I'm like, what the hell are they talking about?
I know.
I don't know what they're talking about.
They don't know what they're talking
Like
about.
I just hear the experts, because I have a lot of contacts in the industry, and I'm like, they all tell me one thing, and then I see the celebrities. I'm like, where is this coming from?
Yeah.
So I thought that was a really cool, and nobody cares about their opinion.
Right.
It's like
One way to tell them all in one big room and force them to hear you too. It was beautiful.
It was
Yeah.
nice. I really did like that, and it's like that's what comics should be doing.
Yeah.
And I hear, I got a lot of. I wrote "Thank you, Ricky Gervais," and I put a couple of the jokes up.
Yeah.
On my and I couldn't believe all the comedians. They all like, were pretty consistent. A couple of dissenters, but for the most part, it was well received.
Yeah.
So and he said that too. He couldn't believe the outpouring.
Just made fun of truths. That's
Exactly.
good comedy.
Exactly.
You know?
Absolutely.
Not his fault they did the,
And it was like I'm going to skip that particular topic for now.
I accept.
We'll come back. We'll come back to that later. But so, how was your week? How did you spend New Year's, and how was the end of 2019 and beginning of 2020?
Well, I spent New Year's homesick. I got, that thing that was going
What'd you have?
around.
What thing?
Just the whole cough, stuffy head, stuffy nose, fever. That thing that's going around all over Long Island that everybody had from Christmas to now.
Wasn't the flu though?
It wasn't. It didn't make it that far.
Do you get your flu
A
shot
little
every year?
bronchitis. No, I don't. I don't like every time I get the flu shot. I get the 3 days of those fevers.
Uh-huh.
It's just not worth it.
Okay.
Give me the flu, let me bang it out, and that's it. Don't give me something that's going to force me to feel sick. I might not get the flu.
Right.
So I haven't had the flu in a few years. Knock on wood. Now I'll get it.
No, I get the flu shot every year.
Yeah.
So I'm like a vaccine person, but I'm also a natural immune system booster person. So
Okay.
I take elderberry every day,
Okay.
twice a day, oregano oil, and green tea.
Okay.
And like one green tea pill is equivalent to like 800,000 gallons of green tea.
Oh,
I made that up.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah,
gonna say I'm about to go
ridiculous.
get those.
They're highly concentrated.
Okay.
So but the elderberry, they just released a study that said that they clinically have proven that elderberry blocks the flu.
Really?
Blocks it.
They were also saying something about that blocking toxins from going into your skin. 'Cause
Yes.
it's getting into all these moisturizers and whatnot.
So
Yeah.
I do not have stock not that I know of. I have a lot
Yeah.
of mutual funds. I do not directly have stock in an elderberry company. And every time somebody's like, "Oh my God, I'm getting sick," I'm like, "Elderberry stat," you know?
Yeah.
And they're like, "Does John Santo have stock in elderberry?" No, I don't have stock in elderberry.
We'll see in 10 years.
Right, we'll see in
Yeah.
10 years. But I do take it every day, and it's hopefully because I try not to. I have to stay healthy.
So you recommend it?
I do recommend it.
John
yes.
Santos recommends elderberry.
Recommends it. In fact, one time my friend, she was getting sick. I wrote her a prescription for elderberry.
Okay.
Not a real one.
Of course.
But like a fake script. I have sloppy handwriting, so it looked right.
Perfect.
So it was really funny.
All you need is that education, and you're right in there.
Right in there.
Yeah.
Right. If I could just pass the medical exam,
Yeah.
I'm 200 credits shy of my MD.
Oh, so go get
Yeah.
that.
And I think an MD is 200 credits.
Don't ask me. I'm just with you on the handwriting part. That's it.
Did you watch Curb Your Enthusiasm?
I have, yeah, some episodes.
There was
yeah.
an episode like with the handwriting, with the doctor handwriting. He had to
Okay.
take it to a pharmacist to have it translated.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that one.
That was
yeah.
a funny one. I love that show. I can't wait
That's
till it
good.
comes back. Well, I'm sorry you were sick for. That's
That's
a
all
bad
right.
way to start the end 1 year and start the new one.
You know what? You end it. It's over. You come in, starting to feel a little bit better. Got that little, cough still here and there if I laugh too hard. So I'm gonna try to control that tonight somehow.
Oh, the cough, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It stinks because I'll go 3 weeks and I won't, let's say, have a show,
Yeah.
and then I'll have a show coming up and I'll start to feel like a sniffle. I'm like,
Yeah, of
oh,
course.
it's hard to do the impressions when the
Yeah,
with
when
the
you're
nasal.
nasal.
Oh, and I'm like, I
You can only stick to a few people that way.
I almost try to get sick like 2 weeks before I have a show.
Yeah.
So I get it out to get it over with.
Of course.
Can they inject me with
So
the
how
cold
do you
virus?
do that? You just work a little extra hard. You
No, I get
stop
injected with the
taking your
cold.
elderberry. How do you say
I
that?
get off the elderberry.
No more elderberry for a few days. I got a show in 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's funny. It's fun stuff. I'm a big germaphobe.
Okay.
Like if I'm last night I was
Oh, I'm sorry
online-
that I still got a little cough.
That's okay. I already got protect. I already have the elderberry shield
Beautiful,
on.
yeah.
And we have separate mics, which is
Perfect,
great.
yes.
I was online at King Cullen yesterday, and I saw the cashier start to sneeze. I'm like, oh, I forgot something. And I went to a different line. I don't want to get exposed to any germiages. But when were you last ill with it? You said about a week ago.
Yep, mhm.
Oh, you're probably not contagious anymore.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, you're good. I
Yeah.
think. I think
I
I'm
want a little
safe.
Z-Pack.
The Z-Pack.
Z-Pack knocks it
I
right out.
love the Z-Pack.
Yeah, 3 days and you're back.
It's it's 2 the first day and then like 1 each day, right?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Oh.
Oh my God, I got it. I got it already.
That is fast.
That's fast.
Tell me getting about that berry.
That's funny. We're already having fun. So you're a Star Wars fan, but you haven't seen the new one.
Correct.
But you were sick, so that's right there.
Yes. You know what? Being sick, you would think I stayed home all day and watched it.
Well, it's in the movie theater.
Oh, there's the answer why that didn't happen.
That's why that didn't happen. So I actually went. My family wasn't awake yet on New
Okay.
Year's Day, and I said, I'm going.
Matinee.
I went to the matinee.
All
And
right.
I was like a loser sitting by myself. But the
Happens.
theater's dark. I just go in. I wait till after the previews start. Nobody cares. There were only like 8 or 9 people in the theater total.
I've gone to the movie theater myself before. It's better.
It's better.
It's better.
Because I don't have to fight anybody over the popcorn.
Yeah. I'm going to the bathroom. I don't care. Go. You're going to interrupt me because you got to go to the bathroom?
And my wife is like, she's always like, "Hey, you always get your popcorn. It's too big. Why'd you get the big one?
I wanted the big one.
The small one is too small.
Mhm.
I get the medium one,
Yeah.
which is still a lot.
Yeah, but you know
it's
there's
like-
going to be a third hand jumping in there that didn't want any popcorn.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And it's only like 25 cents more.
Yeah, of course.
And you get like a year's supply of popcorn
Yeah.
versus like, 10 kernels.
Yeah.
And then she's like dropping. I'm like, you can't, when we get the small, you can't drop any. There's too little in there.
Yeah. No sacrificial popcorn.
No, you got to hold on to that
Mm-hmm.
popcorn. But the movie, I'm not going to do any spoilers.
Okay, good.
It was great.
Yeah.
I really liked it. And
Okay.
it's like so I waited 43 years for the series to end.
Oh, poor guy.
Yes, I went when 1977 was when I
Okay.
first saw episode 4, and I said to my mother, "What the heck? Did we miss the first 3?"
Yeah.
Nobody knew what the hell that meant.
Right, of
So this
course.
thing started for me back in 1977,
Wow.
and in 2020, I
There we go.
finally finished.
And what do you have to say about that to them?
Just that it took 43 years to do it, and I'm really mad that people now can binge watch it. And it was 3 years in between movies. Now, when you find out Darth Vader is Luke's father, and then you got to wait 3 years to see the next one,
Yeah.
you know what 3 years is like to a 10-year-old?
Oh, I bet.
It's like a decade.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
It's like a decade.
It's torture.
It's torture.
Yeah.
I had to wait all that time, and now these people today,
They don't
They don't understand. They can watch it all in a weekend.
Yeah.
That really aggravates me.
It does.
That
It's
really
very aggravating.
It's almost like
They don't respect it. They don't have that anticipation. No respect.
no respect.
How does Rodney
Hey,
say
no
that?
respect. It's almost, and I'm like so mad at them that I'm almost being pulled to the dark side of the force. That guy's nuts.
Nuts.
I liked episode. Did you see episode 3 when he becomes the
Yes.
emperor?
Yes.
And he's like, no. Oh my God, that was like intense.
And then you have to wait.
And then you gotta wait.
Yeah.
Did you see the Rogue One episode?
I have. I've seen them. The only
Rogue
one I
One
haven't seen is this one in
is
the
not-
movie theater.
the new one.
That I thought I might have been able to watch on Netflix.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Soon.
Yeah.
Actually, I think you got to get Disney Plus. I got Disney Plus.
That's just not an option. I'm
Not an option.
Not going that route. Nope.
So you don't get to watch a lot of TV. Tell us why.
I work a lot.
You work a lot.
And when I am working, I'd rather do some fun things.
Well, Disney Plus has all the Star Wars on it.
Oh.
Not just Disney
Oh,
stuff.
oh boy.
Oh, boy.
Let me go do that.
But I'm actually looking forward to the Wonder Woman movie that's coming out.
Okay.
Wonder Woman 84.
Oh.
Yeah. Wonder Woman's my favorite superhero.
Yeah, she's a wonderful
I
woman.
love her.
Yeah.
I call her Miss Woman.
Okay.
Yes, out of respect.
Yeah, of course.
Yes. And I took a picture once. One of my shows, they had a cutout of Gal Gadot and the Wonder Woman. So I took a picture. And I'm like, look who came to my show.
Right.
Diana of I could never say Themyscira. So my friend's like, oh, that's fake. And I'm like, oh, yeah, it's fake. Jealous. I said, I go the next
Your
day.
eyelashes are fake.
Yeah. I go the next day, I drove with her invisible jet and I posted a picture of an empty hangar.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, oh, there's such a,
Like, perfect.
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 No,
She's jealous.
the 84 one looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman 84. Did you see the preview for that?
I haven't.
You haven't?
No.
Go on
I
the
really got to
YouTubes.
watch some more YouTube. Yeah.
You got to watch more TV.
Yeah. Okay.
The YouTube has it. It was actually so the Star Wars movie had a preview for the new James Bond. You're a James Bond fan, right?
I do like James Bond.
James Bond.
Who doesn't like? What woman doesn't like James Bond?
Exactly.
Come on.
So I'm actually making a James Bond movie on Long Island.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So without giving away too many plot lines, basically the bad guy is trying to destroy the water supply so that our bagels and pizza are just as bad as everywhere else.
Oh goodness! Do not allow that to happen.
I won't.
No. Oh, that's excellent. Okay.
So
So
can
you need
I-
a Bond girl?
I'm going to
in.
be casting a few Bond. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I'm almost
my
done
own
with the
stunts.
script. You do your own stunts.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's perfect. So I'm going to try 2 Bond voices. You ready?
Okay.
One is Pierce Brosnan, and the other one Roger Moore.
Okay.
You familiar with both?
I am.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
The name is Bond, James Bond.
Okay.
That was Pierce Brosnan, and I'm still working on Roger Moore. The name is Bond, James Bond.
Oh, that's relatively good.
Not bad. It
That's
needs a
pretty
little
good.
more work, but it's very close.
That's very good. Yeah. Very close.
So the other option is to have Schwarzenegger play James Bond.
Okay.
The name is Bond, James Bond, and I'm gonna stop you, you son of a bitch.
Oh.
You know, that's like total.
Yeah.
Like how
Get
you have the
down.
cigar.
Yeah.
He's like, we have to get in there and find the bad guy. You
Yeah,
know?
of course.
The hell with him. He's not going to destroy the pizza supply here. So that
Give
could
me that
be-
water.
Give me the water. Get to the chopper. You know? So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Do
So
it.
It's gonna be like a couple of minutes, like a little segment type
Okay.
movie. So the other idea I had for James Bond is like the Me Too 007. So you know how like he's always like hitting on the women, and he's like, oh, you know, they'll be like on a mission. He's like, oh, so he, the guy that they're surveilling went to bed. So he's like, well, we have a few hours for. And she's like, what are you kidding? Get the hell out! We're on a mission.
Yeah.
And she's
Yeah,
like, and
of
how come
course.
you always drive the car? I'm just as good of a driver as you are. I'm a 00 too. So
Okay.
it's gonna have like that kind of a theme.
Okay,
So I'm gonna go in either one of those two directions for that one.
See where it goes.
I got a Terminator 2 thing that we're gonna film. Got a lot of movie ideas that we're gonna film.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
It's very exciting.
Yeah, so I have like a budget of like budget's very small. It's $1.5 million.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's small. But by the time I get through with the explosions, I gotta get an Aston Martin. So
The explosions I might be able to help you out with.
explosions. You have some pyrotechnics.
I have got some people. I got some people
All
that
right.
might be able to secure the scene, make sure nothing goes too far.
Now I'm not gonna tell the car rental company that's giving us the Aston Martin, but we're gonna wreck that car.
Oh, that's all right. They got insurance.
Did you saw Casino Royale, right?
I did.
When he flipped the car. Mm-hmm. So
That's happening?
They couldn't flip the car. It wasn't flipping.
Okay.
So I saw like the making of it. They had to put an explosive charge under the passenger seat. So they had like a pretty, like I guess it was like a stripped down Aston Martin. It wasn't like,
Yeah.
It was just the body and the engine. And it was, I guess, a cage to protect the driver. And they had to blow the explosive at the time he hit the ramp.
Okay.
And then it tumbled. And the guys counting 1, 2, they were going for a world record of 7 rolls.
Did they get it?
They got it. Yeah,
Wow.
the car rolled 7 times.
Now, the original world record, I'm assuming, was a souped up car, not an empty shell.
Probably not.
So, did they really break a record?
So I don't like. So
Right.
that Aston Martin, like I wouldn't. If they're gonna wreck the car, I wouldn't think they'd make like all the leather interior. It was probably like
Fleather.
well, I don't know.
Pleather. I guess that
Pleather,
would be pleather. How do we say that?
Like I don't know. Like I'm just trying to like they wouldn't take like a stock one. They'd probably make one just for the movie.
Yeah.
I would think. I don't know.
Cardboard Aston Martin.
Cardboard Aston
Yeah.
Martin.
Look at it
Oh,
go.
that's an idea too. I
See how
could
many
get that
times it could
wrap.
flip. Beat that record, right? Although it would probably just go. It's cardboard.
It's cardboard. It would just flip. It would go
Yeah.
on fire.
Oh yeah, that part.
Well, speaking of movies, so we had the Golden Globes yesterday, and they were talking about like all the different '90s movies,
Mm-hmm.
right? So there were some big blockbusters from the '90s.
Yeah.
I have a couple here I could read. Remember Forrest Gump?
Yes, of course.
Okay, that's my Jenny. That
good.
movie was awesome.
That was awesome.
Do you remember the scene when Elvis is in the place he's staying and he had the crutches on, not the braces?
The braces on, yeah.
And he's like, hey, show me that again. I actually thought that's how Elvis got the idea. I didn't realize until everything started happening. I'm like, wait a second, what the hell's going on?
Right.
He's in all these coincidences. The shirt with "Have a nice day," But in the beginning, I thought that was how he got the idea.
It's pretty.
It was very well done, the movie.
That's pretty well done. Yeah.
That young man was staying with us with his guitar.
Oh my goodness, it was so good. His face during the awards, one of the best expressions I've seen.
Last night?
Yeah.
Oh, with the
Just
Ricky.
like I didn't say it. It's true. I didn't say it. Oh, he said that.
So now I got to work on a Ricky Gervais impression. Because that
Yeah.
was so much fun.
That was fun.
That was so cool.
You gotta make sure you have your drink right there.
Yep, I don't care. I love the way he keeps saying, and he goes, "This is my last time hosting." So he goes, "So I don't care." He goes, "I'm joking. I never care."
Yeah.
That was great.
That was
And
so
a
good.
comedian shouldn't care. It should be the way the way
Absolutely.
it happens.
Don't make stupid decisions, and there won't be something to laugh at.
Right.
Or keep doing it so we have something to laugh
So
at.
we have something to laugh
Yeah.
at. Did you see Jurassic Park?
Yeah. No, not the new. I saw the OG Jurassic
The
Park.
original.
Yeah. Mhm.
Original. So the guy kept saying, "We spared no expense. We spared no expense." And they're like, "Do you have a T-Rex?" "We have a T-Rex." And I'm like, why would you make such dangerous dinosaurs? I would be very happy just seeing the ones that eat the plants, those big ones.
You know what I like? Dinosaur World. You ever
What was
been
that?
there?
No, what's that?
It's not a movie. It's an
Dinosaur
actual,
World.
Yep, it's an actual place that you can visit. It's in Kentucky. And it's got life-size. I don't know what they made them out of. I've got pictures if you want to see.
Dinosaur World.
Dinosaur World, yep.
And they have big.
And you just walk through. It's almost like walking through a zoo. Obviously, there's
Right.
no caged animals. The dinosaurs aren't real, but they're set up like they would be in their habitat with certain, little dinosaur babies and everything. It's cool.
Really?
You walk through there. I
And
took
where
my
is this?
dog. It's in Kentucky.
Kentucky? Cool. What were you down? What were you down on business or something, or
I was actually down in Nashville for business.
Nashville?
Yeah, and then I just made a little trip out of it
Awesome.
because I want to see every state, and I hadn't gotten there yet. So
How many have you been to? Roughly.
I actually just did the math the other day. I've been to 56%. Yep. So I'm trying to do another trip. I won't say it just in case there's some stalkers out there. No, but I'm trying to do another trip that will get me to about 63% by the end of the year.
I thought you were going to say 56, and I'm like, there's only 50.
There's a problem there, yeah.
So you've been on more than half the states.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've been to that many.
And mostly the whole East Coast and the whole West Coast, but not all the in between now I'm working on.
I've been to California.
Oh, yeah.
And that is the way you say it, California.
It is, yeah.
I haven't been to Seattle, to Washington or Oregon.
I have.
Haven't been to Alaska, Hawaii,
I've been to Hawaii, never Alaska.
never Alaska.
But Alaska I want to cruise to and from.
Yes, that
Yeah.
would be a cool
but
cruise.
stay in between the cruises.
So I think
Do it
so.
up.
East Coast, I've been to Florida, the Carolinas.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mostly when I flew with my boss, he had a small airplane. We used to fly down the coast.
Okay.
So that's how I got to Hilton Head and to North Carolina, places
Yeah.
like that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have probably visited those places.
Yeah.
So almost the whole East Coast. I've never been to Maine, though.
Oh, it's beautiful. It is so beautiful. If you like the cold, it's very, very much to do. There's a lot to do. It's just so beautiful. But if you really like, the summer and the rest of the months, fall, spring, everything, it's an absolutely gorgeous state.
Vermont I liked. I went to Vermont for a wedding once.
Yeah.
A friend of mine who I've been friends with since I was in grade school got married.
Okay.
So listen to this scenario. She gets married at a place called the White House Inn
Okay.
in Vermont, and she invites me, a presidential impressionist.
Oh, goodness.
So this was 2006. George Bush was the president. And she said, I want you to do stand-up at my wedding. And I said, it's not
Is that my
really a
gift?
good... Well,
Yeah.
Oh, my God, I can't believe you said that. I actually asked my wife, hey, if I do the comedy... No. She's like, you got to give a gift, too.
So then are they going to pay me for the comedy? Right.
Nope.
All right.
So
Goodness of your heart.
She used to make me type up her term papers in high school, too. I mean, she was 2 years older than me. I'm like, when does this hazing shit stop, you know?
Bet she was pretty.
Huh?
I bet she was pretty.
Oh, she's like a sister to me. I can't say about any,
Yeah, yeah.
But, I hope she's not listening. That'd be funny. So she tells me she wants me to do stand-up at her wedding. So I say, it's not really a good environment for that. She goes, you'll think of something. So I did think of something.
Yeah.
I got a podium,
Okay.
put a presidential seal on the podium.
Beautiful.
And I gave Hail to the Chief to the band, to the DJ.
Yeah, yeah.
So he goes, ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States. And I came out to Hail to the Chief, doing my Bush face waving. I'm like, I want to welcome you all to the White House. And the people are like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
So I take a speech out of my pocket, and this
Yeah.
guy starts cracking up as soon as I take out the speech. And so basically I roasted her.
Right.
I'm like, she came to me and said, Mr. President, you got to help me find a husband. And I said, I knew that this would be the most difficult task that any president had ever faced, knowing how high maintenance Eleanor is.
Oh, this is great.
So I did a whole speech about how we subjected all these men, I said, to intense physical and mental tests to simulate being Eleanor's husband. Only one got passed.
Oh,
this
that's
guy.
so perfect.
And that's what I did.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, I said over 200,000 applied. Only one passed the test, Something like that. So she got
She
a big
loved
kick.
it,
Oh, yeah.
right? Good.
But it wasn't
Good.
like a regular stand-up. It was like a roast of her.
Right, of course.
And-
As it should have been.
And the White House Inn, I'm like, I couldn't ask.
No, you can ask for a better setup
It was perfect. Oh, and it was a tent.
Yeah.
Because the main inn is too small. It was a big wedding.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, I've been president for 5 years. I don't think I've been in this room before. And I'm just like looking around the tent. So I'm still waiting for the video.
Okay.
It's 14 years later, and she still
I
has
don't
not
know
sent
that
me the
you're
video.
getting that video.
I don't think so. I've
That's
given
like,
up hope.
When's the last time you've been to her house? That's a
Long time.
Yeah. Maybe go over there for some dinner. Show up with an
They live
Entenmann's
in
cake. Oh,
they live
hey.
in Boston,
Oh.
and I don't want to go up there. They just lost the playoffs. I don't want to go up there
yeah.
now.
Yeah.
They're violent.
Wait till the beginning of the season
Yeah, after the
when they're confident again.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's good advice.
Thank you.
So in Jurassic Park, I actually did a bit with Trump
Okay.
where I'm like, Jurassic Park, I can't believe they built the park. So dangerous. Very stupid. Very stupid to build a T-Rex and not have a cage.
That's perfect. It is very stupid.
It's kind of, like, if you think about it, why would you build electronic. If the power goes out, which it did,
Right.
it's like, first of all, they should have built a huge wall would have kept the dinosaurs out. You know?
That's why I feel like sometimes when they remake movies, they should make it to the technology that. When did the original Jurassic Park come out?
I'm gonna say 93 off the top of my head.
And they just redid it.
They redid, yeah, but they're dumb. It's
Like
the
change
same thing.
the gate.
Right, the gate.
know?
It's like every time they build a Jurassic Park, people get killed. Build
Yeah.
a really
Put like a
good
ring on
gate.
it with some fingerprint stuff. Like
A
get a T-Rex to
titanium.
get that finger up there.
I could build a
It's
big
the only way
cage.
to get out.
I know how to build things, believe me. Like he would be
Right.
Trump in Trump Park or Trump Jurassic Park.
Absolutely.
But that guy, he was like, he goes, we spared no expense. But he wouldn't pay the IT guy enough money that he had to steal the eggs or whatever.
Right.
Newman.
Newman.
Funny movie. Did you?
That
did
was
you ever
actually my favorite.
Which
my
one?
favorite dinosaurs was
Oh,
that one. The one that
raptor.
throw up all over.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
I was like, yeah, get him. Deceiving little thing.
They are. They're like,
Yeah.
they were mean.
Yeah.
Were there really dinosaurs like that? Did they say? I remember somebody talking about what was real and what wasn't.
Oh, I don't remember which ones were real or which ones weren't, but that little guy was in Dinosaur World.
Was he?
And they only had real ones. I can't tell you what it was called, but they show it with its neck out. But they don't show it throwing up stuff. They could have added that part.
They probably. How would
Yeah.
they know 65 million?
But they don't change the gate.
They don't change the gate. Crazy.
Yeah.
Did you ever? Are you a Star Trek fan too? Do you know the Borg guys, the Borg people?
Yeah, I know what they look like.
I did a thing in Vegas, the Star Trek experience.
Okay.
And I thought it was like a ride or a thing, like you go on the bridge.
Yeah.
A flippin' Borg guy walked right past me.
Oh my God.
I was scared shitless. And then our guide gets sucked up into the ceiling. I'm like, what do we do now?
Yeah.
That
Where
was
did we go?
crazy.
Where did we go from here?
They had to beam us out of there.
Oh, okay.
They beamed us out
Beam
of there.
you right up.
I'm like, beam me the hell out
Yeah.
of here. I want off the
Finish.
ride.
Load of trouble here.
This is not going as planned. So that was a lot of, that was scary fun. Point Break, big 90s movie. Did you see it?
That I have no idea. That's one of those movies that in the middle of it, I'm like, oh man, I've seen this whole thing.
Good
if I
picture,
tell
Point
you-
Break.
Yeah.
So I had an idea also to make a little remake of that and make it about stand-up comedy.
Okay.
And the ex-presidents are joke thieves.
Okay.
And I'm the FCI, Federal Comedic Investigator.
Okay,
That has to
okay.
go after them.
All right.
So I'm going to do a little thing about that, I think, too.
Is that John Travolta? Point Break.
Point Break is Keanu Reeves.
Oh,
Bodie, this is your wake-up
I
call.
definitely
I'm
saw
an
it.
FBI
Yeah.
agent.
Keanu
Isn't it
Reeves.
cool? Yeah.
Yeah.
Patrick Swayze.
A young woman at that age, so every Keanu Reeves movie.
That was a good pick. Good soundtrack, too. Good
Yeah.
soundtrack. What else we have here?
Patrick
Oh, Goodfellas Casino.
Of course.
Of course.
I forgot about it.
Those are good movies.
Yeah.
And then Titanic was a big blockbuster
Yeah,
movie.
that was big. I saw that in the movie theater.
Me too.
Like 13 friends throwing M&Ms at each other. I wasn't throwing M&Ms. I like to point that out. I was picking them up and eating them.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, off the floor?
5-second rule.
I don't do the 5-second rule. I'm a germaphobe.
Oh, right.
It's no seconds.
Yeah.
That's it. Contaminated.
5 seconds, Z-Pack. Mm.
I'm like Dustin Hoffman from Outbreak. It's contaminated.
Yeah.
It's got the virus. But Titanic was, I didn't think I was going to like that movie. So I'll tell you how I got to see that movie. First of all, it looked to me like can I say chick flick?
Yeah.
Is that politically correct? Oh, wait, I don't care anymore.
What's
I saw Ricky Gervais.
Politically correct is completely incorrect. Let's just put that out there.
So I work with this guy who was a Marine Corps aviator. He flew EA-6Bs off an aircraft carrier.
Okay.
And he's like, I really love Titanic. Well, if he liked it, maybe I'll like it.
Yeah.
Right? So I went to see it. I actually did like it very much.
It was excellent.
And the same guy that made Titanic made the Terminator, James Cameron.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So I thought that they should have always combined the Terminator with the Titanic.
Saving the ship or
Titanicator.
Okay.
So he's like, I'm here to
Titanicator.
rescue bros. Like he
I'll
comes
take
back
that
to
clock
save,
too.
I'll take the clock and give me the diamond. Did you ever see the alternate ending of Titanic on YouTube?
No.
You want me to tell you about it?
Yes.
Okay, there's an alternate ending.
Is
It's real. It's totally Bill Paxton, all the people.
Okay.
So you know at the end where she looks over and she goes, "Oops," and she drops
Yeah.
the diamond. Okay.
Oh, not when she drops Jack and just lets him float away and die.
Come back, come
Yeah.
back, come back. No, she drops the diamond, the old rose.
Yeah.
She goes, oops, and it drops to the bottom of the ocean, right?
Yeah.
In the remake, they see her on the back of the ship. And they're like, oh my God, she's going to jump. They run over to her. She turns around. She got the freaking diamond in her hand. They're like, you had it the whole time?
Oh my
And,
God.
and they're like,
Slap.
yeah. So,
Smack.
so she goes, I came to bring it back. And Bill Paxton goes, can I touch it just once? And he said, so the diamond, I think, was $50 million?
Something like that, yeah.
So in reality, they're not going to let her drop. They're going to tackle the old lady.
Yeah.
And they're going to take the diamond.
Without a doubt. Yeah.
Without doubt. So if that was like a Sopranos Titanic,
Yeah.
they would have been like, look, give me the frickin' diamond or I'm going to whack you, your frickin' granddaughter over here, and we're going to take the frickin' diamond. So either way, it's not going in the frickin' water.
Get your shine box.
It's like, hey, Rose,
Yeah.
be reasonable here.
Forget about it.
Give us the diamond. Come on.
Oh, that's so funny.
That would have been hilarious.
That would be good. That's a thought right there.
Sopranos meets Titanic.
Yeah. Or it's like just Sopranos meets anything.
Hilarious.
Let's put a couple Italians in there.
So the other Sopranos idea I had was Star Trek Sopranos. These are the voyages of the USS Stugats.
That's pretty good.
Pretty funny, right?
Yeah.
I got to get all these skits. I got to have like all these meetings to try to get these. For that one, I think I'm going to do it as a cartoon.
Okay.
So if there's any animators out there that would like to help me with that project, I think Soprano Star Trek, because so all the different things,
Yeah.
it has to be a cartoon because there's no way, on $1 million budget I could produce that kind of a picture.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think animation is better. Mm-hmm. I could even do a Soprano Star Wars.
You can do anything
There's
you want
so
to.
many things you could do with the
Yeah.
Sopranos.
I know.
But what do you think about Terminator Titanic?
I like it. I grew up a big Terminator fan. I had an older brother.
The Terminator
was-
movies.
Yeah.
Which one was the most fantastic of all the Terminator movies?
2.
The best one. The best part of 2 is when he's on the motorcycle,
Yeah.
cocking the
Yeah.
gun. That was fantastic. And to make this movie, we had to do all these different things and the special effects and all of this. And I was the good guy in this movie. It was
Yeah.
fantastic. But I love when when she's in the hospital and she's pushing the elevator button and he walks off and she's like, she falls down. He's like, come with me if you want to live.
Yes.
That was
That's
awesome.
a line forever.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
So that is another. Do you remember when they're in the car and he's telling her the future?
Yes.
So I have like a whole funny skit about that.
Okay.
Yeah. The Terminator told me some things I couldn't believe. He's like, yes, this happens, that happens, and you're not going to believe this, but Bruce Jenner becomes a woman. Like he tells her like all these different things.
Oh, that's great.
And O.J. Simpson is a murderer, and he kills the wife, and all of this.
And then makes a book about it if I did it.
Makes a book about it, and he goes to jail for stealing his own jersey.
Yeah.
It's like if you think about
Like Butterfuco.
the future from 1991, if you were explaining that to somebody,
Yeah.
I mean, that's
It's crazy.
That could be funny.
That's good.
So
I
that's
like
what
that.
we're doing, yeah. Yeah. Have all these different plans.
How do you find a little time to do it?
I don't know. I'm probably going to shoot 1 or 2 of them at the most. I got to be realistic.
Yeah, call Sopranos up. Take care of these two. Figure it out.
We're going to do this movie. But the Star Trek one, I think, would be a lot of fun. And there was a person I asked if they could animate it, and then they dropped off the project. But
Oh.
they're going to regret that. They're going to be
Forget
like
about
the
'em.
idiot that
Yeah.
left the Beatles.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But no, the guy was too busy. He found a full-time thing, and I wish him the best of luck. But I
Congratulations.
was like, shit, I had a guy all lined up.
Yeah, not the right guy.
Not the right guy. Well, actually, I think he was the right guy. It was just unfortunate.
Not the right time.
Not the right time, exactly. Ask me what the most important thing about comedy is.
What is the
timing?
Oh, there you go.
It's an old hack joke.
Yeah,
old
there you
hack.
go.
Sorry,
All good.
that's funny.
No,
So
it's-
we were talking earlier today. Now, as see, you got the little.
Did you
little-
get that? You
Nope,
had to wash up?
I ducked. I ducked off.
That one was a surprise. It just came out.
That was a surprise one. I don't know. I don't think you're contagious.
No, I think I just got it out. I think I'm no longer going to cough.
That's it?
That's it.
See, the
Been trying to
elderberry,
get that cough
the
out for an
elderberry
hour.
powder must have been in the air
Yeah.
from when I took it.
Yep.
So you were telling me about the dating scene today,
Oof.
and dating dating by text. We were talking
Oh,
about
it's the worst. Yeah.
the worst. So I am like, so we were talking about James Bond before. So I
Mm-hmm.
haven't been I've been in captivity a very long time.
Yeah.
So I haven't been out there in the wild.
You're lucky.
In fact, my habitat, the Oak Beach Inn, was raised. So I have no I'm an endangered species.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I
Protected from the waters.
was very James Bond-like when I was dating.
I bet.
Like, I used to stand at the restaurant when my date came to or left the table, held the door open in the car, and I was saying, like, I've seen guys, like, drop the date off at the curb and go, yeah, see you later.
Yeah, she's got legs. She can walk.
Yeah, she would walk, and
Yeah.
I'd be checking rooftops for snipers,
Yeah.
you know, make sure she got to the door okay. And it's like, I can't believe, like, the, even though, like, with all the women's empowerment, all that stuff, the basic gestures, what do they call chivalry type
It's gone.
gestures,
It's dead.
are dead.
Yeah, it's dead.
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 So
Dead in the water.
I don't think that is a impediment to anything empowerment, because I always, you know, had professors and everything. My flight instructor women that never, like, I was in a mostly male industry, but I never thought of it that way, because when I was in it, it was almost 50-50 at the time. So
Yeah.
But like the generation before, I think it was more so.
Yeah. I wouldn't know if it's so much the empowerment or the disempowerment. Males aren't even able to be males anymore, you
Right.
know? And then when they are, they don't know how to be.
But like the
'Cause they
basic
just-
gentleman rules, I think, are now. I spent
They're
some time
gone,
in
yeah.
England, and they're like very, like the James Bond, like everybody's like that.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like, oh, you know, we go this way, and oh, you know, hold the door and everything, and get to the theater, and it's like
Yeah.
very prim and proper.
Right.
Here, it's like, yeah, see you later.
Yeah, no
I couldn't
respect.
believe it.
Yeah, the women aren't speaking up for both sides there. I only date one side, but speaking
Right.
for both, everyone's kind of lost it. Everyone's lost touch.
Yeah.
So the women are driving the men around. I don't mean to sound old school. The men aren't opening the doors. The women aren't cooking. You know, everyone's just kind of the same. So the men aren't looking at a woman as this is a delicate, like my grandfather say, a delicate flower. You got to protect her.
Right. Well, you don't
You
want
know?
to be like,
No, you know,
that,
well, that's what it is. You made this time to make yourself a strong, independent woman.
Right.
You don't want to be seen as a delicate little thing, but at the end of the day, you actually kind of do.
Right.
Because you want a man, you know, someone that's going to claim that flower and treat it right.
Right,
Not
right.
someone that's, hey, water yourself,
Right.
you know? So.
Yeah, like it's almost like the old cowboy things, like "Howdy, man," you know, like you
Yeah.
know, and they pick up like one time I did something, and the woman goes, "Oh, thank you." I'm like, "No need to thank me, ma'am. I'm just doing my job."
Yeah.
So, you know,
And the
that
woman's
kind
like,
of thing. Right.
so, you know?
Well, the best. Speaking of '90s movies, it was a great scene like that. You ever see My Blue Heaven with Steve Martin?
I have, yes.
The
Steve
scene-
Martin, forget about
the
it. It's
supermarket.
good, yeah.
When he's like, "It isn't safe for you to be here in the frozen food
Yeah.
section." She's like, "Why is that?" "Because you could melt all of this stuff." And she
Yeah.
goes, "Ah."
I know.
That was-
So great.
That was
So
so
great,
classic.
yeah.
Very classic.
Now someone's like, "You got Instagram?" "What?" "Hi. Hi, how are you? My name's Liz. What's your Instagram?" "What's your name?"
What's your Instagram?
"Yeah, my Instagram." Get out of here.
So not to sound like an old fart, but when that first came out, I really did. I swear,
Yeah.
I thought it was Instantgram.
I thought
I had no
actually,
idea.
I don't think I can say on air what I thought it was. I'll keep that to myself.
And I thought it was pin interest. Not
That makes
Pinterest.
sense, yeah.
Because I thought it was like pin interest. Is that like an ATM pin with
Yeah.
interest?
I had to call my little sister up to find out how to use these things. You know,
I'm not on any of
What
that
is this
crap.
these kids are doing today?
I got off the Twitter.
Yeah.
I don't like the Twitter.
No tutoring.
The tweetering. Facebook is becoming really
Yeah.
boring,
Boring.
now.
Yeah. Hmm.
There's nothing like I try to put good content up.
Oh, I just downloaded TikTok.
What's TikTok?
Oh,
I never
don't
even
do
heard
it.
of
Oh no, actually, you should do it for your career. But
What is
let
the
me
TikTok?
Oh, it is
TikTok.
It is addicting.
What
Someone
is
has
it?
I don't even know how to explain it. You get like 60 seconds to do whatever the heck you want. Hashtag it. It's a video.
Oh, somebody told me about this years ago.
Oh goodness! My father told me about it. He goes, "Liz, you download TikTok? What? TikTok? No, isn't that what my little niece has? My 5-year-old, 10-year-old niece? Yeah, you're on it, Dad. If my father's on this, I gotta
Right.
be on this, right?
Right.
So I said, show me about this, and you just keep going up 60 seconds. Some of them are 5 seconds, and they're just either funny or it's just these like girls just lip syncing stuff because they're at that age where they're obsessed with themselves and they're pretty, so they think everyone else should see them lip syncing.
Right.
And then you have actual funny stuff or pranks or anything.
But it has to be 60 seconds.
Yeah, there's a max. There's a max on that time, but let me tell you something. It is funny. It's a lot of home stuff, home videos. I laugh the hardest seeing these kids do like, experiments or whatever. It's funny. It's pretty funny.
I like to do short videos on Facebook doing my different impressions.
You could do that.
Like that, but 60 seconds is tight.
It is tight.
Although it probably might be better because shorter is usually better.
Right, just quick to the point.
Quick
boom.
to the point. Oh, we have to do your commercial. We're almost out of time.
Oh, we have a commercial.
Right, so I have sponsorship packages
Okay.
that I have available, but we're going to do one for you because you came on and be our guest host, and you
Yeah.
have a nice little, very important business.
I do.
I didn't mean to say little, but a
It's
very
all right.
important business.
It can be little.
It's a small. Would you consider a small, medium-sized business?
According to the IRS, I guess I would call it a small business.
Small business.
Yeah.
Those bastards.
No, I like to keep it that way.
But you have a very important business on Long Island, Coastal
do.
Fire System.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Coastal Fire Systems.
So we're going to do a commercial for Coastal Fire Systems.
That
and
sounds great.
So what I usually do is I've done them on many different radio stations and this one as well. I do each commercial as a celebrity.
Okay.
So here's my list. You can check it twice. You can have any of those celebrities in your commercial. Custom commercial.
This is excellent. How many of them can be in there? More than one?
Unlimited.
Unlimited.
There's no limit.
How much time we got?
Usually a commercial is 30 to 60 seconds.
All right. Let's go with Paulie Walnuts.
All right.
And he can explain coastal fire systems and why they should use them. Us.
So you got to tell me what to say,
To
and then I'll say it.
Sylvester Stallone.
Okay.
I got to tell you what to say?
You got to tell me what to say.
All right, all right. So Paulie, hey Sylvester, how you doing?
Hey, Sylvester, how you doing?
You hear about that company, Coastal Fire Systems?
Did you ever hear about Coastal Fire Systems?
Coastal? Yeah, I heard about them.
Coastal? Where are they? They're in Amityville. They're the best. They do fire extinguishers. They do all kinds of stuff. Basically fire systems. And they're on the coast. Hence the name. Hey, that sounds pretty good. I would have figured that out too. Coastal Fire Systems. Your one-stop shop for extinguishers. What else you got there?
Self-contained breathing apparatus.
Oh, self-contained breathing apparatus.
High-pressure
Scuba.
breathing air compressors.
This is Scott Pack.
Scott Pack, yep.
Oh, yeah. Those are good.
Gas meters.
Now, you guys forgot me to having this. I was in the firefighter in the movie Collateral Damage.
I'm so sorry, Arnold.
Yes, I was doing the firefighting and I blowing up the terrorists. And there I was using my skills as a firefighter to destroy the bad guys. Not the military guns and all of this, but explosions.
Now, do you think that you would have done a better job at that had you gotten your equipment from Coastal Fire Systems?
Absolutely. They use some terrible company out in California. And if we had known about this Coastal Fire Systems, we would have shifted the entire production over here. And we would have filmed it at the Bethpage Studios, and Coastal would have been the... if they ever make a Backdraft 2, that's where we're going to get all the parts.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh,
And
Backdraft was a 90s movie.
Backdraft was a 90 movie, yeah.
Backdraft was a 90s movie, that's right.
That I still have a hard time watching that one. It's a little close to home.
Yep.
Can't get through it without the tears.
Right, the Backdraft.
Little nausea, yeah.
Backdraft. See, I used to think a backdraft was if your pants were...
There's a lot of things people can think
A
about.
lot of things with a
Backdraft,
backdraft. That's funny. So we talked about the
Backdraft.
backdraft.
What about the front
Oh,
draft?
so how was the commercial?
The commercial, I loved it. It was excellent.
It was
I
fun.
would buy everything from that company. I would bring all my stuff to them to service also. Yeah, they sound very, very reliable.
Service.
The customer service I hear is the friendliest too. That's just what Arnold told me.
That the service there is fantastic.
Yeah.
I love the service there. Let's see, who else could be good for a fire?
Hannibal Lecter. That's kind of creepy.
That's very creepy.
Have Coastal Fire Systems do your equipment, or I'll eat your face.
Hit your face. Do you refill the extinguishers or just throw them away?
We refill them,
You refill
recertify
them.
them, yeah, inspect and tag.
So if my extinguisher is empty, you can refill it.
I can, if it's within its hydrostatic test state and its lifespan.
That sounds very impressive, Clarice.
Thank you.
Love your suit, Senator. I love that part. He goes, love your suit.
I'm going to be wearing that.
Al Pacino would be good, too, for Coastal Fire Systems. What a place!
He would be.
Bam! They got everything there.
What a great extinguisher.
So if you have to refill an extinguisher, it doesn't rhyme, but go to Coastal Fire System.
That's very good, Adam Sandler.
Thank you. I had a
fan?
blast. Our Thanksgiving episode, I sang the turkey song.
Okay.
Yeah, that was fun.
That is.
I like the turkey song.
I like the Hanukkah song.
I did the Hanukkah song on our
Both
Christmas
versions.
Hanukkah episode.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
Yes, I couldn't do a Christmas episode on December 23rd because that's my wife's birthday. She would have killed me dead.
Yeah.
So that was rerun night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understandable. Yeah. What if you did a wife's birthday episode? Make her the star that she is.
Star. Have you ever seen the curtains in my house? Those military curtains?
Yes.
They're horrible.
Actually, you know what? I tried to see them, but I couldn't.
Shit, I can't say anything bad about the curtains.
They
So I don't know if you saw this on the news. January 6th to January 12th is peak divorce time. More divorces are initiated during that week than at any other time, and by a big margin.
and you think
I gotta be
that
careful.
the curtains will?
Well, if I make fun of my wife's curtains.
They're not. No. Don't ever make fun of your wife's curtains.
Oh, I make fun of them all the time.
Make fun of curtains, but don't make fun of your wife's curtains. It's a big difference there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Huge difference.
Those are your curtains together. You can make fun of yourself, but you're not making fun of her.
Well, she picked those curtains.
That's okay. She has great taste.
Yes.
Yes.
Great
those,
taste.
Those curtains are beautiful.
Aren't they beautiful? They go with
are.
everything.
Everything. You know what? And if they don't, they camouflage right into it.
Right.
You wouldn't even know.
You wouldn't even know.
Yeah. they're
Aren't those
beautiful.
lovely curtains? They match
Those
everything.
curtains are great.
There's so many colors in them. They go with everything.
But on January 13th, those curtains are disgusting.
Horrible.
Horrible.
Curtains. The worst. The worst. So you don't listen to sports radio, do you?
Not so much.
Mike Francesa. So Mike Francesa.
Never heard of him.
You never heard of Mike Francesa?
No.
Really?
Yeah. Is he single?
He's not, he's like 70.
I didn't ask if how old he was.
Oh, no, he's married.
Like I like the door open, maybe. Send a
She's-
text. Hi.
He's a married. Oh, wait, was
Oh,
16
forget
candles?
about that. Not interested.
Candles. Oh no, that was
I mean, I really wasn't interested in when you said 70, but the marriage thing, that's very unappealing to
16
me.
Candles. That was an 80s movie.
Okay. I've seen that.
That was an 80s movie.
Yeah.
That doesn't count. We did that last week.
Okay.
You saw 16 Candles,
I
right?
did, yeah.
Samantha not here. She wanted to get married. That was a fun movie. So Mike Francesa is doing political commentary now.
Oh.
And so I'm going to be doing him in future episodes of the radio.
Oh, good.
Doing like politics as sports.
Get ready, Mike.
Get ready, Mike.
You're about to be mic'd
You're about to get mic'd.
by John Santo.
By John Santo. Dum. So this whole thing going on with in Iraq. There's a breaking news story out of Iraq. We hit that guy, the general guy,
Yeah. Soleimani.
General Soleimani.
Yeah.
Whatever. I can't even say
Whatever.
it.
Dead guy.
Yeah, they got to come up with a better nickname for that guy, like K-Soul.
Why not?
Q-Soul.
Why even give him recognition?
True.
That general that, I'm not even, can I say all those things he does? Does all those horrible things to people that.
Horrible things. Horrible. He's terrible. And then they whacked him.
Yeah, blow him up.
That would be cool if you took the world news and made it like The Sopranos.
We should. There'd be no problems, I'm telling you.
The freaking guy got whacked. Mm-hmm. He missed his flight.
He asked for it. Yeah, he missed
Hey,
his
T,
flight.
know that guy in the car? He missed his plane.
Yeah.
If you took that as an episode of The Sopranos, that'd be hilarious.
Oh, it'd be awesome. You just got yourself another show.
Well, I actually, in my stand-up act, I do a bit about Tony Soprano if he was the president of the United States. And I actually do it as Iran was threatening the United States. I've been doing this in my act for
Do you
15
think that maybe
years.
President Trump saw your act and was like, you know what,
He
I'm
may,
going to make this happen.
it's possible.
Yeah.
I do Trump in my act also, my stand-up act.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now it's like, I don't know if I can do the bit now because this is serious shit.
Yeah.
This is real. But
Well,
I could see, so the whole thing started. Do you remember the show The West Wing?
yeah.
So my Sopranos as president was The West Wing meets Bada Bing.
Bada bing.
And it was like
The butter wing?
the Bada Bing,
Oh.
the bar.
Yeah.
So
bada bing, the bada
so
bing, yeah, I
Silvio's
got
is the vice president, and Tony Soprano is the president. Paulie Walnuts is the press secretary.
Okay.
So like C.J. Craig on The West Wing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, hey, I told you 2 questions. Knock it off, that kind of- and then it was so like now I would do it like.
I can't believe this shit. Frickin' Pelosi's trying to impeach me. You gotta bring all this other budgetary crap. Get the frick out of here.
Give me one of those meatballs.
And the food here sucks.
I know, T. We gotta get some Newark food down here.
Oh my God, that's so good. I feel like I'm sitting here watching an episode. That's awesome.
So all these different ideas. But Mike Francesa will be here next week to talk about all of the geopolitical stuff going on.
And by
In the
him, you
world.
mean you?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
One time we did have somebody in the studio. Oh, you know what was a big 90s movie? I can't believe it. Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, forget about that. Yeah, that.
With
is a
Morgan
good-
Freeman.
Yeah.
So I did a bit about my wife's curtains one time. I said, these curtains are funny. First you hate them. Then you get used to them. Then you make fun of them on Facebook. And then it gets so bad that you can't picture the room without them.
Yeah.
That's institutionalized.
That's love. that is pretty good. That is institutionalized.
So
But that's love.
somebody asked me what it's like to be married for so long. I've been married 21 years.
That's great.
Long time.
Congratulations.
Thank
yeah.
you. So, did you ever see Planet of the Apes
Yeah.
with Charlton Heston when they Zira has them on the leash? It's like that.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
But I never got to go down the beach at the end and go, "You maniacs!"
It's not over yet.
Not over. That's right. The movie's not over yet.
Yeah.
I did that in Vegas. I was at New York, and I saw the Statue of Liberty, and I had a little bit of a breakdown.
Okay.
I said, I've been home all the time. You blew it up, you maniacs! And people like, what the hell is wrong? I also had a little bit too much to drink that day.
Oh, that's all right. That happens.
So people always ask me if I do my impressions in the real world.
How could you not?
I do sometimes, yeah.
You should.
I got to film them, though. Like, they would be great, like...
That's where this TikTok
funny
comes
video.
in.
The TikTok.
That's what I'm
Back to
talking
the TikTok.
about.
I'm writing
Yeah.
that down. TikTok.
TikTok. TikTok, don't stop.
How do you spell?
Just like that.
Like I wrote it?
Like, how do I
You can read
personally
that?
spell? Pretty well.
T-I-C-T-O-C?
Yeah.
That's it, really?
Yeah, but it's really T-I-C-T-O-K. Or it's T-I-K-T-I-K. I don't know.
All one word?
2 words.
2 words.
Capital T's.
Capital T's.
Here, look, I'll show you.
Oh, show me on the
about
on the app.
How about it? Oh, it's T-I-K-T-O-K. Uh-oh. We don't want to hear that.
No. That's one of the big
T-I-K-T-O-K.
T-I-K-T-O-K.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta make that a K. Excellent. Oh, I gotta read the weather.
Oh,
The
goodness.
weather. I almost forgot the weather. Celebrity weather. I forgot it last week. People complained.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah,
should.
get
How would
mad.
they know what was
People
going on?
like the structure of the show. They like to hear all their favorite parts.
Of course.
All right, I'll let you pick the celebrity who's gonna read the weather.
Ooh, Yoda.
Yoda? All right, I'll do Yoda.
Sorry, people, if you're looking forward to weather and you don't know what he's saying. Should I change that?
Clear mostly. 42 low. Wind 9 miles per hour it is. Rain. Chance of it there is. I can't read. I have it all written.
Chance of it is. All
Let's go to a different.
right, Michael Caine.
Hello, I'm Michael Caine. There's a chance of rain and snow after 4 p.m. Increasing clouds with a high near 40. Wind chill between 25 and 35. That's very cold.
That is.
That's cold. This is tomorrow's weather.
Yeah.
You better bundle up, especially with that cough. And Tuesday night, oh my God, snow likely before 10 p.m.
That's tomorrow?
Tomorrow with a low around 33.
Oh, wow.
Wind chill between 25 and 30. Chance of precipitation, 70%.
Wow.
How do they know if it's
They don't know.
50, 70,
guess.
or 80, 90, 100?
I guess.
I mean, I guess 100 is definitely happening.
Well, that's what they say, and then you get to Tuesday, and they're like, remember that 100%? That's for Wednesday.
See, to me, it's almost like there's 10, 50, or 100.
There's like 0 to 100, and you
Right.
pick the actual number that should correlate with the actual percentage.
But really, can
But
you
there's
really
just
get
so
it that
many
precise?
factors.
There's a lot of factors there.
What they
I don't
should
get
say
that.
is, you know what? There's going to be weather.
Weather.
It's good.
Every day.
It might rain.
There's a 100% chance of weather.
Yeah, go outside. If it's cold, put a jacket on.
Just say that, right?
Yeah,
So I
it's
think,
raining.
you know what? If there's anybody out there listening to the show
Mm-hmm.
that wants to be a co-host and you know about the weather, like you're a weather person, let me know.
Oh,
Email me at johnsantocomedian@gmail.com and we'll put you on the show. Tickety-boo.
explain those percentages.
Yeah, I really want to get into these percentages here.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what these are all about. Oh, speaking of 90s movies, I know that might have been in the 80s. I was in Jaws 4. I don't know if you saw Jaws 4.
I don't know which numbers I saw. I was young.
That was in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know this about the shark, but that shark followed Mrs. Brody from Long Island all the way down to the Caribbean.
Okay.
It even knew her blooming flight number. And I don't know. Yeah, this is how ridiculous this movie was. They should have stopped after 2.
Yeah.
Because it was stupid
That
premise.
might be when I stopped. Yeah.
Yeah, two with the shark with the electrocution was the great
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Right, and then the other one, the Chief Brody hit the oxygen tank with the precision. I couldn't believe that. How we blew up the whole. Would a tank really blow up like that with the shark at the end?
Oh my God.
You build these things with the Scott packs and all.
That tank will blow up.
Like that, like blow the head off a fish.
Oh yeah, it will blow through a concrete wall and then the head off a
Oh,
fish.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh, so if you
that
shot
is
it-
a projectile.
Boom.
Yeah.
Small. Now, see, wouldn't Schwarzenegger be perfect for the Jaws remake? He could go, "Smile, you son of a bitch," and blow it up like with a bazooka.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
It would be, but you can also just throw it, and it will hit the valve the wrong way, and it could blow up, and then just shoot everything else with this bazooka, and that'd be
Could
even
have
cooler.
could go there with the. We don't need the bigger,
He'd
but
be like, I don't
bigger
need a gun, I'm
firepower.
Arnold.
It's like
Get down.
Like you'd shoot it with like automatic
Yeah.
weapons. You know?
Do it.
Why'd they bring a pistol? Bring like a
Yeah.
freaking Uzi or something. Just pump it up. you
Yeah.
know? Crazy. And how do they know it was only one shark?
I don't know.
Like he's like, oh Brody, it's only one shark. It's a shark. I think I could be 10.
Right.
How could it be 10 shark? How do you know it's one? I never got
That's
that.
me.
All
We're gonna have
unexplained.
to get them on the show too. The weather guy.
The weather guy,
And the shark
shark
picker.
people,
Yeah.
and I want to get a Star Wars guy on there because I'm watching these Star Wars movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
That many Death Stars. With the money they spent on all of those Star Destroyers and Death Stars, the Empire, they could have bought the galaxy.
Right. There's a price for everything.
You could have opened up businesses on Tatooine.
Yeah.
You could have made a fortune.
Yep.
See, that would be funny. Like the Sopranos, like,
Look, Emperor, you're going to spend $4 freaking trillion on a Death Star. Build a freaking hotel at Tatooine, have a pool. We'll make a fortune.
Yeah.
Then we get them in the casino. That's where you make your money.
I like that. Fill them up with a couple drinks. Watch them come in.
and watch them come in. In the end, we get it all.
Yeah.
That was in Casino. That was a good picture.
That was a good movie.
Very good picture. Well, we are coming to the end of this episode of the radio.
Excellent.
And I'll be back next week with another special guest co-host and an all-new episode.
Beautiful.
This is exciting. And we are I don't know if you knew this, on this network, we are the #1 radio show on Mondays at this time.
Oh wow.
Yes.
That is impressive.
On this day, at
Yeah.
that time, on this network,
Yep.
#1 show.
Yeah. That's 100%.
There is no #2 show.
That's a really good ratio.
We're the best show, #1 show. This
Believe me.
network, this time, on this day.
Yeah. Believe me, I said it.
Well, thank you so much for coming in. Oh, give them the Coastal Fire Systems website so they can go there for all their firefighting needs.
Oh, that is actually under construction right now, ready for February. However, it is www.coastalfiresystems.com.
So let me repeat that number one more time. The website, www. Get it? Because I'm W. Bush.
Yeah, yeah.
www. It's on the internets at coastalfiresystems.com. That's on the internets, right?
That
The
is
internets.
correct. That is
www.
All the internets.
All the internets.
Every
It's
single
on the
one.
Twitter.
It is on
And the
Twitter.
book face.
It's on the book face.
You on the book face?
It's also on the Gram Insta.
On the Instagram.
And let me tell you, it's about to be on TikTok.
Fantastic.
We're going to have some fun this year.
Well, thank you again for tuning in, and thank you for making the radio the #1 show on this network on this day at this time. I'm your host, John Santo. Thank you, Mr. Producer. Thank you, Liz Coastal.
Thank you
Well,
for
Liz,
having
wait.
me.
What was the real last name?
Gandolfo.
Gandolfo.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week.